cut the legs off of our pants, threw our shoes into the ocean, sit back and wait through the daylight, sit back and wait through the daylight, sit and slide on subway grades, these shoes are poor man's ice skates, fall through like change in the daylight, fall through like change in the daylight, I miss yellow lines in my road, some color on my metro, maybe I'll paint them in myself, maybe I'll paint them in myself.
New Year! Welcome to the first rock of the new year. I'm Jared.
And I'm Jared.
How is your new year going so far?
Fantastic. Do you have any New Year resolutions?
No, not really. Do you?
Yeah, I'm really hoping to get more fit this year.
Oh yeah? You want guns like these, don't you?
Whoa.
Luckily, my buddy Brant Johnson made a segment about getting healthy and staying fit.
I guess we have to check it out.
It's finally 2013, and that means it's time for New Year's resolutions. According to the internet, the most reliable source there is, the most common resolution is to get healthier. And if you're one of these people that's made this resolution, then here's a few helpful tips from your very own Miss Robinson.
All right, to make changes in your life for the new year, you need to get 8 to 9 hours of sleep. Cut back on junk food and sugary sodas. Move, get more exercise, find a friend to do these things with, and plan to stick with it for 4 to 6 weeks minimum. You can walk. Don't take your car to school. Walk further from the grocery store or wherever the shopping mall. Run with a friend, bicycle, all sorts of things that don't cost a lot of money. They're free. Just think about eating healthier and not eat junk food. So do away with fast food and sugary drinks and think about more fruits and vegetables. So I know it's hard to get 8 to 9 hours of sleep. Start with little segments of 15 minutes, going to bed 15 minutes earlier, getting up 15 minutes earlier. Don't try to do something big at one time. Don't try to go to sleep 2 hours early. Just 15 minutes for a few days, and then maybe 15 more minutes to get more sleep. You know, Americans are all sleep deprived. If you're too tired, you're not able to do your best on almost anything. If you're too tired, you can't think about eating healthy. If you're too tired, you don't want to go exercise. And so if you're too tired, you're not going to stick with making a change for 4 to 6 weeks.
And what can people do to help them stick with it?
Find a friend. Get a motivator. Happy New Year. Good luck on your resolutions.
That was some good information.
Yes, it was. I bet you definitely want to get fit now.
Most certainly. Hey Jared, do you know who Ben Newton is?
No, I don't. How about you enlighten me?
Okay. Well, he makes some really cool 3D models, and they look real snazzy.
No way. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and there's a segment that Garrett Mannion made all about it.
Take a look.
I'm Ben Newton, and this is my first person. So my whole kind of interest in the digital art field and game art and CAD and all of that kind of sparked from a very young childhood of playing lots of video games, which I'm sure lots of people did, but I started to get kind of curious about how they were made and what made into making all these universes that you could find in digital places. So I started researching it and downloading a bunch of software on my old laptop, and everything just kind of developed from there, and CAD, traditional art, everything just kind of spurred out from there and worked out. Graphic is a composition of three-dimensional renders and 2D graphics created in Photoshop. So to make the base of it, I made this model in Maya and rendered it using an HDRI map to create fake reflections, essentially. And then that was used to make the frame of it. And then I also rendered the center of it, that, which I then used Photoshop to just overlay everything else in the image on top of that. The little eye thing in the center there, that thing, probably 10 layers somewhere down here. Okay, so this is a digital painting of a game character called HK47. You can make it just by digitally painting. It's like painting, except you don't have to wait for paint to dry. And you do it with a pen tablet, and a pen. Another example, this is a digital painting of the Doctor from Doctor Who, licking a portable television, also unfinished, but however, a good example of what you can do with digital art. Okay, so pretty similar to digital painting, there's also digital sculpting, but this is just a really ridiculous character, but it's just a good example of what you can do quickly with digital tools to make characters. And then it's fun, because you can just do whatever you want to it. I do a lot of CAD for the school's first robotics team, and anybody that's taken the engineering class understands what that entails. And this is just an example of something I've made in CAD programs, because who doesn't want their own TARDIS? Thanks for watching.
You know what else is pure talent, Jared?
What?
Swimming.
Well, yeah, watching the Olympics a while ago made me realize how cool it was.
Let's watch this segment Selena Hernandez made all about it.
Roll it.
Boys swim and dive. Strength, agility, determination. This is what brings Anacortes Boys Swim and Dive together. Come support your Seahawks.
Dude, I want to swim now. Those are some talented kids.
Dude, they most certainly are, bro.
Just like those geniuses who make robots.
You know, we have some people at school who make cool robots.
What? That's awesome. Do we have a segment about it?
We sure do, made by Alec Phillips. Roll it.
So our game this year consists of a 3-on-3 game of frisbee tag, combined with a little hanging action where we climb a little monkey bar sort of thing.
Our robot has to pick up frisbees and throw them into goals, and at the end of the game climb a pyramid structure. And we get more points for the harder the goals that we score and the higher that we can have our robot climb.
When they revealed the task, I was kind of confused because it was earlier than usual. Like, they usually have a gigantic thing for it, and this was kind of a shorter one. But it was also really, it was exciting, and yeah, I was happy about the task.
To incorporate everyone's ideas, we have these huge group sessions where everyone talks about what they come up with, and then we break into smaller groups, subsystems designed for each specific part of the robot. They work on their part of the robot, and they come up with more specific ideas about each part, and then they bring them back to the whole group, and we vote on them.
We start out in the beginning, just the students in the subsystems, they just sketch it out on the graph paper. Then as we go, we work on the computers and have specified people drawing up the designs that they have sketched in the CAD and on the computer. Can't wait to see how our whole team comes out with the robot, and can't wait to head out to competition to try our best and hopefully win.
Man, they are really good at that. I hope they make something just as cool as they did last year.
Let's hope so. Sadly, this is all the time we have for The Rock this week.
Next week, there will be segments on the flu, wrestling, a Spamla update, a first person, and 60 seconds with the man.
So from our Rock to yours,
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
And that's a break.
Up top, right.
Oh man.
Good work.